Start stream. Start recording. Oké, we zijn live. Ik zie mezelf alleen niet. Moet even doorkomen. Hello everybody, test, test. Ah, look, we're live. Okay, great. We have 0 viewers, but guys, yeah, I decided why not do a live stream in the meantime. So I'm both live on YouTube right now, and this is for the video that I'm going to be making about Unreal Engine 5. So just got done installing Unreal Engine, and it looks great. So yeah, okay, let's look at the website first, because I saw that they changed up unrealengine.com. So this looks great now, it looks beautiful, way more beautiful than before, right, Rob?
Yeah, that looks amazing.
So I checked out the features, and they have a bunch of nice, cool new features. But instead of talking about this, I saw you can download the source code for the project that they are showing off. So you can actually download this Unreal Engine 5 Early Access. And there is the project called Hour of Code from Unreal Engine, which you can also actually play already. So that's cool. And I'm curious if we can actually also, instead of just downloading that big source code, can we also convert our project to Unreal Engine 5 right now? Because then I'm going to be doing that. So let's check it out, guys. I don't know how many watchers we have. Somebody said hi. We already got 3 viewers. Hi there. Hello. So if you know anybody that's interested in Unreal Engine 5 and want to invite them to the live stream, that will be greatly appreciated. But yeah, let's just get started, and we are going to be launching Unreal Engine 5 here live right now for the first time. So here we go, launch. And let's see what the difference is. Okay, let's accept this. I'm very curious. Okay, this already looks cool. I'm very curious what the difference is between Unreal Engine. Oh, look at this. Between just the looks overall, I would say. Okay, I'm going to minimize my stream here a little bit. So, well, I can see my projects. I'm a bit scared of converting these straight away right now. So let me actually go into my documents and make sure that I duplicate my projects. So let's just paste one over here. So I will be duplicating my my coin battle shooter game project actually, because I want to convert this one to Unreal Engine 5. So what's new here? Okay, we got recent projects, we got games. So we still have the templates, like third-person templates. It looks like we can still choose blueprints, which I'm very happy about, because that's what I was curious about. Can we still use blueprints? And we can, obviously. They were going to expand upon this. And that's also what they confirmed in the video. So they are expanding on the blueprint system, which is nice. Okay, let's see. Start with starter content, ray tracing. First, I just want to start a regular third-person project, so that's what we're going to be doing. Let's install it in my documents, my project. Let's call it UE5 project. And let's make a third-person project. Okay, here we go, launching. Hi guys, I see that we got 5 viewers right now. Whoa, okay, this looks a lot different. New plugins available. Would you like the project files out of date? Would you like to update it? Okay, sure. Let's go ahead and straight away update it. That was quick. Okay, so this looks familiar to me. What do we have here? It says content drawer. Sim the content drawer by pressing Control and space. Ah, look, there it is. My favorite panel. Okay, so this looks like just our basic folder structure. Here on the left, we can go to our blueprints. We can open up our map. This looks beautiful. I have to say this straight away. This looks beautiful. What if I do CMD spacebar again? Okay, it just opens up a big folder, I guess. So how do I hide this? Doc in layout. Okay, look, now it already looks more like what I'm used to. But let's go with the new look. How does this work? Oh, let's drag this out, see what we can do with this. Okay, so I can just drag it around, and they were talking about how you can also stack this away. So let's see. If I click here, we can open up this one. Okay, so if I close the content browser, I can just pull it up from here and hide it. And that's what they were talking about in the live stream. You can just pull, like, get away the content drawer and pull it up whenever you feel like it. Okay, so what else is different? The entire layout is different. Here we got our world outliner. So this basically has all of the items that are in the world. All looks the same, looks beautiful, a lot clearer to the eye, I would say. So here we see all of our standard stuff. All looks the same to me. Guide looks the same. And what about the graphics? They also look the same so far. So what do we have if we press create? Okay, create, we can just drag in some basic stuff here. What if I click on the sphere, for instance? It just spawns a sphere. Okay, Yeah, so this is what we already had here on the top left, but now they just put it away in this beautiful panel here. So here you can spawn some basic stuff for your level. We have the content browser. Okay, Quixel Bridge, that's what they were talking about, Quixel Bridge. So you can actually use Quixel straight away to get materials inside of Unreal. That's good. Here we got blueprints. So here we have access to opening the level blueprint, for instance. That's great. And oh wow, this looks beautiful. I can't wait till Unreal Engine actually gets released in 2022. Yeah, so what if we right click here? Can I still type in, for instance, begin play? Yeah, I can. Whoa, it feels so fast. Begin play, and then let's print the string, guys. Let's do some basic stuff. Hello. Okay, so compiling is a lot smaller button. And then what if we click on play right now? I still have my editor pie window. I'm just checking out on my standard workflow right now. Okay, so editor pie window. Look, and it starts up. So this is now Unreal Engine 5. Let's walk around. And ta-da. Okay, so they do still have the basic movement for this third-person project. And I've always talked about how I would like to see that they would expand these starter kits, basically. So this project still looks really basic to me. I would want to see that they would make a little bit better movement or something like that, or put more together in these standard kits. But okay, happy that this is all still the same and looks familiar to me. So let's open up my content browser. What if I were to make a player controller? Can I still right click here? I can. And I can still go to my basic layout like this. So blueprints, I can still make everything from here. I can still click on the blueprint class. This all looks really much the same. It just has a different look to it, I would say. Okay, so player controller, let's say my player controller. And then my game mode, what does that look like? Also still looks the same. So here I can just specify my player controller now. Compile, save, and let's open it up. I always dock mine to the top here. Yeah, so we still have the standard layer of here on the left. We got the components. Here we can make our variables, very important. Here we have our event graph. And then on the right, it all looks the same. So let's actually open up the character blueprint. So we pull up this one because I want to look what they changed. Okay, look, still the same basic script that they put in here straight away. If we go to the viewport, everything looks the same. It looks so clean. What do you think, Phil? Rob is right next to me, guys.
I'm right here on the side, guys. I think it looks amazing. It looks great. It looks really modern. Because the old design kind of started to look outdated a bit, and now they really cleaned that up. But I think this, yeah, the same what you said. What they should focus on also is adding more well-made.
Add more functionality. You know, the stuff that I'm really interested in right now is what about Steam? So for instance, I use Steam Online Subsystem a lot for multiplayer. What about Steam? So let's check. If I type in Steam and tick out this context sensitivity box, all the layouts and the looks of it are beautiful. I just have to say I already like this better than Unreal Engine 4. Feels a lot more like I'm living in 2021.
I think it's a lot clearer to the eye also.
It's a lot clearer to the eye. So props for you guys at Unreal Engine for the beautiful looks of this. Okay, I don't see directly much Steam stuff. Let's check out the plugins here. So if we go to plugins, what do we have for networking? Okay, Steam sockets, online platforms, Firebase. It all looks still the same to me, like Unreal Engine 4 basically. So far as an indie developer, because of course Unreal Engine 5 is showing off all these amazing graphics in these template projects, or what's the project called, in that early access show off project. They show off these amazing graphics and talk about this nanite technology, how you can have millions of polygons in one world to create insane looking scenes, and that's all cool. But me and Rob, being just an indie developer team, I'm just interested in what is Unreal Engine 5 going to change for me performance-wise, and for instance also the networking and the multiplayer. What have they added or what have they simplified to make multiplayer easier? But it still looks like everything is the same for me. So we still have the Steam Online Subsystem, very important to me. And
but I think they said in the video that you could also download the example they used in their video.
Yeah, so we can download the big example basically.
Yeah.
But let's just make an event and let's call this event sprint. So I'm just going to make a simple multiplayer event. I just want to check out if this is still the same. So what I'm going to do is if I do left shift. So if we do left shift, we want to be sprinting. So basically how I would normally do that is grab my character movement component. And then I would grab the maximum speed. So here on the right, if we select character movement component, we can have our max walk speed. So I will just have to set max walk speed. Okay. And this, we're going to be doing this on the server. So replicate it. Yeah, this all looks the same still. So run on server. And then we are going to do sprint. Okay, this all still looks the same. And we also have to do stop over custom event. Stop. Oh, sprint. Let's make this run on the server. And do this as well. So the standard speed is basically if we hold shift, we want to do a speed of let's say 1000. And if we don't hold shift, we put it back to 600. Let's compile and save. These buttons are small. I did like, some people didn't like the big buttons. I do like the big buttons because I click these a lot. So I would just want to make sure that I properly click them basically. Okay, so let's check this out. And then we also locally just set the speed so that the server and the client align. It's just, this is the most basic multiplayer example that I can think of right now. Okay, so let's go back to the map. And normally I would click here, I would type in 2 players, net mode, listen, server, play. Okay, so here we got my both windows, we got my server on the right, and we got my client on the left. So clients can still walk around and see the server, great. I mean server can see client. And way. So if I hold shift, I can sprint, client sees that, shift, sprint, stop, sprint, stop. Okay, and can client sprint, sprint, stop, sprint, stop. Yeah, so, well, I guess all of the networking is still the same. And that's where I would like to see some changes, some creative changes, or for some ways to make networking a bit easier. Because, I mean, okay, it's already out of the box, so it is very easy, but there are still a lot of steps that you always have to take when working with multiplayer. You know what? Instead of looking at this third-person project, let's go ahead and yeah, select it. Everything looks beautiful. But let's go ahead, guys, and convert our coin battle project to Unreal Engine 5, because that's what I'm feeling like. So how do we do that? I guess we just open up the launcher for Unreal Engine.
It would be fun if you say in Unreal Slackers that we are streaming this.
Yeah, I can post in Unreal Slackers. So let me get the stream link. I'm not sure where I get that here. Copy. Okay, Unreal Slackers. Where would I post this? Unreal Engine 5 General. We are live right now checking out Unreal Engine 5.
And converting our
UE4 project to UE5 to see how that works. Join us if you'd like. Okay, I'll just post the same message in our server.
Yeah, great.
So let's just go ahead to general and do an add everyone. Post, send. Okay, so there's 37 of us online. And yeah, let's check this out. If, maybe I can post one in here. General.
We're already 15 viewers right now, so it's going up.
Okay, so I'm inviting more people.
17, okay.
His UE4 download is stuck at 54. Poor Alexander. Okay, hi guys. I see a bunch of new viewers in here. My name is Wim from Kekdot, and we are normally working with Unreal Engine 4, obviously. And I'm checking out Unreal Engine 5 for the first time, so I just installed it. And I'm actually going to be converting our shooter project. So if we show you real quick here on our YouTube, we have made this beautiful shooter game island. Here you go. Let's actually see it from the start here. So I'm going to be converting this project of ours to Unreal Engine 5 right now, and I'm going to just be judging the layout and the look and seeing how our project works in Unreal Engine 5. So yeah, let's go ahead. So this game right here that you see right now, let's full screen this. This is now gonna be opened in Unreal Engine 5. Oh, I made a backup just to be sure, because of course Unreal Engine 5 is in early access right now. But let's see how this goes. Hi guys, hi everybody. How'd you already download it? Lol. So if you go to your Epic Games launcher, everybody can download it right now. So normally here you would have your library and you will install it. But here on the top there is now the tab for Unreal Engine 5. And if you click on download early access, it will simply take you to your library where anybody can install early access of Unreal Engine 5 right now. Off topic, but I love those colors. Thank you, thank you. Okay, so yeah, I just launched Unreal Engine 5 and let's go ahead and launch Coin Battle. Let's see here, because I just made a backup. Yeah, okay, so here we have Coin Battle and we click open. Okay, this project was made in a different version of Unreal Engine. Yeah, that's true. Opening it with the version of the editor may prevent it opening with the original editor and may lose data. We recommend you open a copy to avoid damaging the original. So I just made a copy, but I'm going to click open a copy here just to be sure, because that couldn't hurt. Vibrant and pleasing to the eyes. Thanks, guys.
This looks really cool, the starting screen.
Whoa, I'm so excited. Okay, new plugins, dismiss, project out of date. Okay, let's update. Okay, so let's see if my project works. Unreal Engine 5, let's open the gameplay map for our Coin Battle game and see if everything is there. Oh, I'm curious about the landscaping tools as well, because we've been using these a lot recently to create this island. Okay, it's probably going to compile a bunch, and I've never seen this before. So what is this? Normally compiling looks like it's all gray and stuff, but now I'm looking at some green screen, basically. Yeah, and all these player start icons look so much different as well. I might be having a little bit of lag now, not sure, because of this compiling. I hope this is not going to take too long, but it says building cards. Okay, so let's let this compile. My computer is taking off to Mars right now. I see that we have 5,700 shaders to compile. Oh my god. Guys, this is all live, of course, I can't help it. And Unreal Engine just came out, so we're gonna have to get through this 5,700 compiling of shaders.
Take a look at the website. Maybe they say what the new features are.
Yeah, so what do you guys want me to do in the meantime? What are you saying here? Mark, did you check the minimum requirements? It's like 32 gigabytes for GTX 1080. Yeah, that's true, guys. I already downloaded it, but now I'm downloading the demo project. Yes, the demo project is 100 gigabytes, and that's why I'm not touching it currently. That's why I've decided to open my own project, which now needs to compile 5,700 shaders. So, but hopefully that will be done soon. I got an RTX 3070 Supreme X from MSI. So hopefully this will be done soon. It's already at 5,600. Well, whatever, this will be done soon. Yeah, let's check out Unreal Engine, guys. Unreal Engine. And you know what I wish? I wish that they are going to be updating their docs. But if Unreal Engine is not going to be updating their docs and making it look nice, then we are, because over at Kekdot.com, I'm experiencing some computer freezing.
Yeah, it's on the resource.
Uh-oh. Guys, can you still see me? Okay, if my computer freezes, it's because it's compiling all the shaders. But yeah, over at Kekdot.com, guys, I'm going to be releasing something that we call the Ultimate Uncomplicated Unreal Engine Guide. So if you check this out, this is basically a simplified version of the Unreal Engine documentation, and I will be updating this to Unreal Engine 5 as soon as Unreal Engine 5 is officially released. But so far, from looking at Unreal Engine 5, there's not that many differences. So this complete workflow that I'm going to be teaching you here for Unreal Engine 4 can directly be converted and used in Unreal Engine 5, it seems like, so that's great. So nobody's wasting their time if you check out this entire documentation, and I'm going to be releasing videos about this, 2 videos every week, and we are eventually going to be building our own multiplayer platformer game throughout my courses. So yeah, just check that out if you want to. Already got some basics up here, like how to install the Unreal Engine source version, but this is going to be expanded upon basically every day, a little piece by piece. So yeah, let's check out what Unreal Engine says. So here we have products. Let's reload.
See, the leaves have already started moving.
The leaves are already moving, so our world is coming alive. But let's check this out because they have features here. Let's check out our Engine 5 early access actually. I'm getting a message. The website is so beautiful, by the way. So let's skip right away to the key features, because the key feature is nanite, and I already discussed a little bit earlier, like nanite technology. It's all beautiful and great, but somehow Rob, who does all of the 3D stuff for us, still has to make this in Blender, of course. And I see that there's the Quixel bridge, so you could work with Quixel, but even then, like, not all hardware is compatible with this beautiful Unreal Engine 5 nanite system, I believe. So I'm just interested in how can I use Unreal Engine to make my Steam games, whether that's a horror game, racing game, platformer, third-person shooter like Coin Battle. I'm just curious, like, what's the difference for me? But so far it looks like it's only a visual difference. They did say that they updated blueprints, so I'm curious what they added there. But I don't see so much stuff other than... The only thing for me that's really important is this editor workflow that they changed. And all this nanite, lumen stuff, I'm not really using. All the animation stuff, I mean, I use animations to make sequences, which is working fine currently. And this looks like really advanced stuff that me as an indie developer would not get into that quickly. But exploring these new changes would be interesting, because maybe there's something in there that's interesting for me. And yeah, they're also saying as a key feature meta sounds. So they completely redid their sound system. This is like Fruity Loops. So you can actually change all the sounds in Engine and maybe even make sounds, I believe. They use some sample sounds which they can completely tweak. But you know what I would have wanted to see? Not to hate or anything, but I would have wanted to see something up here that would say something like Steam update, like that there is this Steam Advanced Session plugin. Why haven't they put all the functionality from that Steam Advanced Session plugin straight into Unreal? That's what I'm wondering, for instance. Or why haven't they improved even more on the multiplayer system, which currently is only a client-server model? But why haven't they added, for instance, a peer-to-peer model and expand upon that stuff and also make more documents on that? That's what I would like to see more than any of these changes that they're making right now. These are really industry changes, if you ask me. And me as an indie developer, I'm not going to really be using these industry changes. But yeah, let's see what's everybody saying right now. Okay, I think there's a lot of chat loading in for me straight right now.
Yeah, most people are talking about their systems, and also that the waterfall has started coming in.
Are they saying that? Oh yeah, the waterfall stuff. Okay, so it looks like I can move around now. Oh, I can move up. Yeah, waterfall starting to load in. I can see some red loading. Oh, okay. Look, the map is starting to load in, guys, and it's starting to look cool. I do see some frame rate issues, but you know, I'm streaming, recording, and compiling all these shaders all at the same time. So it might have something to do with that. But it's starting to load in. Okay, cool. I'm so glad that there is no big learning curve, it looks like, when you switch from UE4 to UE5. That was my biggest concern that I've had for the last like 4 months. Like, how are we going to be converting our projects? But looks like this is working. So I can already fly around. It's just 4,000 more compile shaders, but it's going quicker and quicker. In the meantime, I will just be opening up some of my blueprints to see if everything is still there. So let's open up my character blueprint. And I'm showing you guys a basic version of our project. I'm not showing you all my code. So this is a really base version. Basically the version that we use to just test the map. So yeah, everything is still in here. Is the design different, guys? Does this look different to you? If we look at these custom events, completely the same layout. The only thing that really changed are the detail panels and stuff. So detail panels look a bit nicer. The booleans here, my variables, I mean, everything looks easier to the eye. Okay, I'm very curious, what does the widget stuff look like? So if I right click user interface, we're still making use of widget blueprints in our engine 4.25 apparently. So let's open up my my widgets. Because I just want to see what does the widget editor looks like. So let's open up my my server list widget, I guess. Okay, all looks the same. We still have the timeline on the bottom, compiler results here, hierarchy, all this looks the same. What about the graph? Looks the same to me as well. Okay, so everything just got a redesign of.
Yeah, so far then it looks like they have redesigned the editor, the looks of it.
Yeah, really.
And also, yeah, added all those high-end features we talked about, like Nanite.
So what about, because they're really saying we updated the animator, so how about we pull up the video editing stuff? So I've got a lot of sequences in here. Maybe it's better if we pull that up. Look at the water. Looks so different though. But this is just our water shader, our water material basically. It looks so much deeper here. Huh?
Yeah, I know, right? But I mean, maybe that's due to the compiling.
I hope it's due to the compiling. So, okay, let's open up my sequence. So here is sequencer. Let's stack this to the bottom like I used to do. Okay, sequencer still looks the same. Also just looks a lot nicer. Let's open up my camera. Yeah, so I made all of these 52 sequences for the last video about coin battle. And then I used that to fly through the level. Having a bit of FPS issues right now.
A little longer.
Yeah, we're just gonna have to wait a bit, guys. Landscaping tools, what are they looking like? Cause up here, what is this? Okay, so activate select editing mode. Yeah, so this is just select mode, so I can just select. I still can use my shortcuts, so W, E, R, and this all looks the same. Yeah, these gizmos look the same to me. Up here, everything looks the same to me. And all this, all the stuff that you used to use to put shapes in the map, like a sphere, is now up here. So not that much different so far. Here we got the landscaping tool, looks like. Yeah, landscaping tool. Maybe not a smart idea to open this up when still compiling, but yeah, so we can manage the landscape.
New people download this engine, then
new people
it's a lot more clear.
New people are going to be a lot less intimidated.
Yeah, I think so.
That's for sure.
And this also makes a lot more sense because you have a 4K screen, and normally everything is either too big or too small.
This looks
great. Just right.
4K looks perfectly fine to me. What do we have here? Our foliage tool, so we can still use all of our foliage, which is not loading in currently. Mesh painting. Activate fracture editing. Okay, guys, so that's interesting. So fracture editing, that is making use of the Unreal Engine 4.26 Chaos system. And it looks like that's completely integrated out of the box in 4.25. Or what do I say? An Unreal Engine 5. So that's really interesting, Rob, because that means that now we can just put meshes in here. And meshes you can basically just fracture. Let me just...
I think we have to wait with that before.
I mean, fracturing is a bit heavy, perhaps. But you can basically, what I read about this is that you can fracture any mesh. So we can just put a whole building in here, fracture the building, either randomly or manually. So we can make sure where the fractures are. And then you can make it so that you, with a tank, you can shoot the building will collapse. I'm curious how all that fracturing stuff works in networking and in multiplayer, because it sounds like it could be very heavy in multiplayer. You don't want to replicate everything super accurately, I would say. So that's interesting. Not sure what that's going to be like. But okay, fracturing. And what do we have here? Activate brush editing. Yeah, so this is just for the basic geometry tools. So it looks like we can still make geometry maps in Unreal Engine 5, which is great. Cinematics are on top here. Blueprints are over here. I love it so far. I mean, why are they waiting till 2022? I would love to use this straight away, but they are giving the disclaimer that it's not safe to use for actual development. So I'm not going to be doing that, but I would love to use this straight away. Let's see here. What are you guys saying? Is there a new programming language? No, there is not. So there have been plenty of people that have been saying, I want to see some sort of a Godot like GD script in Unreal Engine. Hi, board. Welcome. But there's not a new programming language, and there shouldn't be, in my opinion, because I mean Unreal Engine uses C++, which is a great programming language. And why would you Why would you limitate your engine to an engine-specific programming language when you could just use C++? And the new programming language, which has already been around, is simply the Blueprint Visual Scripting, which they told us that they have expanded on. So I'm interested to see what they have expanded on this. Let's see. Kingsley, you made game, question mark. Oh, I think the camera cut out. There's no more build button with Lumen. Love the look of the water. Don't think I've seen water like that before. Thank you. Thank you. Blueprints. Tommy says blueprints. Yeah, they are still using blueprints, it looks like.
Yeah, where is the build button?
Yeah, where's the build button? So I don't want to click that right now, but there's, because there's this going on. But I'm not sure if you even have to build anymore. So let's click platforms. No, from platforms we can go straight away into packaging it looks like. We can cook our content still, but it doesn't look like we can build our content. Look, we can cook or package. So there is no build button. That's very strange. Is lighting built straight away? And is your entire map built straight away? Because in, oh, here it says build. Ah, look, okay, so they do have building. It's on the top here. This is where the build button is. So you can build all the levels or the lighting only. So there still is a build button, so you still do have to do that. Okay. Okay, guys, we are loaded in. Yay! How many viewers do we have? 49 viewers. Hi, everybody. Did you build this game with blueprints or C++ or both? So I'm building this game 100% blueprints. Blueprint notification is being removed. Okay, so yeah, I'm building this game 100% blueprints. That's enough for me. This game is going to be up on Steam. You can check out our latest video on our YouTube channel, which covers how we made this map. And we are now working on a very cool third-person character that can run and shoot and glide, which is a special feature. Maybe I should not tell you guys yet, but you can actually glide around the map. You can be swimming. So very interesting. But look, it all loaded up. So this is my Unreal Engine 4 project, our Unreal Engine 4 project in Unreal Engine 5. And the looks of it look very, very cool. So let's go ahead and play. So I'm going to be playing with one player. No, let's just do straight away 2 players. I mean, I'm making multiplayer game here. So let's boost this up. Okay. We got our server on the right, our client on the left, and everything still works. So my coin battle multiplayer game still works. I actually I feel like building this game, packaging it, testing it out with you and Max. And then we can really test out if there's a difference between the packaged version of our UE4 game and our packaged version of the UE5 game.
Better performance somehow. I don't know how much they have integrated it already automatically. Like,
exactly.
Making everything smooth.
This all looks cool. Let's go ahead and do one player in play standalone. Let's play this. Make this full screen. Okay, so here we are in Unreal Engine 5 using an Unreal Engine 4 project, and everything looks beautiful. Everything still works. I'm so happy that our systems just work straight away in here. So for instance, our grass material still works fine. All of the lighting still works fine, as you can see. So we still have this shine through effect of our sun, basically. Okay, this looks good to me. I still have line tracing. I was interested, like, do I still have line tracing and stuff? And I'm actually curious, what does the animation stuff look like? So let's go to our raft area. Let's see if this is still intact. Everything is still looking beautiful. Okay, I'm going to be opening up our animations for our guy. So over here in character, I have my animations, my animation blueprint. Let's see if this changed at all. So yeah, the event graph for the animation blueprint still looks the same to me. So we still have all my basic nodes. It feels so snappy, I have to say it. Everything feels very snappy. More snappy than our Engine 4. Perhaps they optimized it a little bit. Let's check if everything here is still the same. So I still have my state machines. Everything is still the same. So actually, so far, my conclusion is, besides the lumen stuff and the audio stuff and the million polygon ability, the nanite millions of polygons ability, besides all that, for me as an indie developer, not much has changed, but just the layout. So they did mention they changed blueprints. I'm wondering how did you change it, and what's in it for us as indie developers. I'm really curious about that. Class settings are now up here. We can still make use of interfaces. Really happy to read about that. We still, yeah, class default settings are here. These are just your class default. Everything is just the same. It just has another look to it, guys. And that's what I was hoping for, because I was already imagining what can you potentially change. Like, I love blueprint scripting. What could you possibly change in Unreal Engine 5? And it looks like they haven't changed that much, which I'm actually very happy about. So building is up here. We can still build all the levels. Everything is the same stuff, guys. Platforms, we can actually ship our game. Yeah, you know, let's look at the structure of this project. So I'm going to be opening this project's files because I'm curious what does the structure look like. So let's go over to Coin Battle 5.0. Yeah, so even this looks the same. So we still have the same structure of saved and everything. Our content folder in here. Let's look at the default engine ini file. Is there any stuff in here that hasn't previously been in here? Nope. Nope. Okay. I'm also curious, what about the character stuff? So if we go to our character and to our mesh, so here we have our mesh. We can still find our animation class here, skeleton mesh here. Let's open this one up. So yeah, let's open this up. Look, Rob, this is interesting for you as well. So it looks like this is all the same. Normally I would be able to switch here on the right between mesh, skeleton and physics. Where can I find that now? Coin Battle, character. So how do I go to my physics tab? I'm lost a little bit. Has anybody in chat already figured that out? Low poly assets don't use normal maps. Oh, that's what you're saying, Rob. Good. Awesome for announcements. True. If you have Git, maybe you could simply see which files changed. Yeah, that's true. I do have Git. I don't want to open it up on livestream right now. But where can I find my physics stuff? Ah, look. So here's my blend space. Everything from the blend space system looks the same to me. I'm happy. Everything is basically the same. It just looks different. Where's our physics stuff? Oh.
Maybe also in the top bar?
No, I think... Wait, here, this one, skeleton. I don't even have a physics asset for this guy.
Maybe you open that again?
No, I don't have a physics skeleton for this
Okay.
guy. That's the thing. So I could just generate a physics skeleton for this guy. Look, they got chaos in here. Oh yeah, that's what I wanted to check out. I wanted to check out the chaos system, which is now fully integrated also in our Engine 5. So let's create a cube. And I'm doing this on the spot, guys. I've never worked with chaos, so I'm not sure how it's going to work. Let's make the cube a bit bigger. Just like this. Can I still just simulate physics and spawn at camera location? Yes, I can. Oh, look, this all still works. Works beautifully.
It works so smooth.
It works so
It would have
smooth.
been like super heavy.
Or this would be jittering. How are these replicated? Do I still have to replicate this? If I type in replicate, yeah, replicate physics to autonomous proxy. Yeah, static mesh replication movement. Okay, everything is the same.
So if you turn it on and then do two windows, would we see it replicated?
If I would turn on the replication settings, yeah. So I could simply click on replicate here. I could
You would
then
have to move
spawn.
it to that beach.
Yeah. But I now have the camera that they spawn
Okay.
where the camera spawns. So we have the server on the left. I just replicated this big box here. So if client walks against the box, server is supposed to see. Look, it's replicating. Maybe it's a bit jittery, but that's because it might be stuck on our landscape a little bit. So this replicates one simple setting. And then let's go get the server and see if the client sees what the server does. Yep, so look, everything is still working out of the box. Great to see, but that's not what we're doing, because I want to see what is this all about. Activate fracture editing, shift 5. Okay, so generate assets, cluster. Okay, we have selected this one. What if we click plus? Cube geometry. Create geometry. Okay, look, the cube has now had some geometry collection or some stuff has been added. Let's see what this is all about. Let's get this replicate out. Okay, so here we have a tab for chaos physics. So all we did right now is that we converted this standard mesh to a cube geometry collection, it's called. So we have, okay, some settings over here. Notify breaks, notify collision, clustering, collision, initial velocity, okay. Let's fracture this. Look, now that I clicked on fracture here on the left, it's fractured. So I can fracture this. There's all types of settings for how to fracture this. And what do we have here? What if I click fracture again? It just fractures in a different way. So what if we hit play right now? Is it just going to simply fracture, or I guess not, I might have to activate it. Look, so it fractures. Okay, cool. Now we have fractures. I'm just wondering, can I replicate these fractures or not? You wouldn't even want to replicate fractures like this. As soon as a building would fracture like this, you would want every fracture to disappear after probably 5 seconds. So you wouldn't want to replicate this over the network. But I'm just saying, if you were to want to do that for some reason, then I would like to know how. So it just explodes straight away. And why does that happen?
Someone's already asking if there's going to be an Unreal Engine 6.
I mean, guys, obviously there is. Unreal Engine has been here since what? 19 something?
Yeah, 1998.
1998, yeah, I believe even since 1995. Epic Games is valued at over $29 billion, guys. Combined with Fortnite and everything. So just the money behind this engine, all the games that are being made with Unreal Engine, all the industry stuff, like Unreal Engine is being used for video production in The Mandalorian from Disney plus Star Wars. So of course there is at some point being an Unreal Engine 6. That's the same question, will there be Grand Theft Auto 6? And yeah, the answer is most likely yeah. So
people are saying it looks really different from UE4 and it looks much better than UE4.
It looks much better. Like we already said, this layout and this look of the engine is gonna invite so many more indie developers, because
a lot less intimidating.
It looks so much clearer to the eye. Everything is easy to read, and like I said, everything is so smooth. I mean, look at this. It's so incredibly smooth. I can still pull out this window here, basically.
Maybe try out some landscaping tools, see how smooth that is, because that was a bit. Okay. We had to start compiling.
Yeah, that was a bit jittery. That's true. Okay, so well, we still have this box in here. Let's delete it. I checked it out. That's what I want.
We have the backup of it, right?
I got a backup. This is of course just our Unreal Engine 5 project. Okay, so normally the brush tools would be on top. I'm missing them a little bit, to be honest. So they're now here on the left. So let's change our brush size to something like this.
I think this is clear, because first we had also the option to change the sizes and the density on the left and on the top.
Yeah, and on the top.
It was a bit confusing, that like what affects what. And now there's just one central panel on the left.
Yeah, basically they removed the extra panel from the top.
Yeah, because that didn't make a lot of sense.
So we have still sculpting, smoothing, everything. What if I manage it? Okay. Still the same managing stuff. Yeah, so let's sculpt here a little bit. It doesn't matter if we mess up this map. Look, it's still working. Oh, I just put a barrel under the map. Let's smooth this out a little bit. I mean, it works beautiful.
The grass also responds really quickly.
The grass loads in quicker.
Yeah.
So let's paint the grass, actually. We got all these materials already set up, as you can see. So I can simply select the green grass.
I think they're loading in right now.
Yeah, looks on the top, on the bottom right, it says that. So let's put the strength to 1. And let's draw some green grass. Oh, look, would you look how smooth and quick that is? That's amazing.
Really had to compile
everything had to compile. Look, it's not even compiling. My landscape would go away all the time to some
and in the end,
gray landscape.
Like 2 hours in total. If you
this map took me 50% longer to do because of all the compiling. If we didn't have that compiling, Look, I even read a comment that somebody said I'm using Godot. I don't know how you can compare Godot to Unreal Engine, but somebody said I'm using Godot to get like rich quicker because in all the compiling time of Unreal Engine, I would have already made a game in Godot, is what somebody said. Well, that has now changed. So it looks like there's no more annoying compiling. Holy moly, this is amazing. Everything is straight out the box. Look how quick this is. Okay.
Super Octo.
What if we would draw a dirt pad in
Got a lot
here?
of viewers, 77 right now.
77. Hi guys, how are you doing? So yeah, let's draw. Look at how quick this is, dude. Just drew a pad here, like it's nothing.
This is way faster than it was before.
Let's put some
And
tiling
this
in
is
here.
something they kind of promote in their new announcement.
I haven't heard them about that. I haven't heard about all the performance stuff. That I haven't heard them
Can
talk
you
about
imagine
that.
the release version?
Look how quick this is. Whoa, insane. Really happy about that. And what about foliage tools? So let's put some bushes
Or
here.
maybe try smoothing out the edges over there at the red zone, because that's something.
Foliage is cool. Yeah, smoothing out the edges. So we have this little issue here, which I do know how to fix. So we are going to be fixing it. But let's see. So it still looks like everything is loading in really as polygons. So you can see, if you look closely, you can see these edges here. Now what I could do is use the smoothing tool to smooth this out. But you notice it way more in distance. Look, if you look on this mountain here, not sure if you guys can see my cursor, you can really see these chips, chip. And you could smooth this with just a smoothing brush. So we would go over to materials, smooth, select the material here and smooth this out. So I could actually do that. Let's select the sponge red and put our brush power at, let's put the brush power at 0.2. So what happens if I smooth this out? Yeah, look, it's now going to be mixing with our auto landscape material that's underneath. So this is not really smart to do.
And then the fix we would use for this is make an auto material with the red landscape instead of the green.
Instead of doing this manually, we would generate the height map landscape to put this material there where we need it. But, you know, I'm going to be painting this back a little bit. So let's make the brush a bit smaller. Everything is so smooth, man. Okay, look, I'm painting it back.
If you turn on the FPS counter, but someone is saying my FPS went from 144 to 80 from UE4 to UE5.
Show FPS. Okay, so currently we got 70 FPS, it looks like. We do have to keep in mind I am streaming and recording in 4K. My monitor is also 4K. I do have an RTX 3070 Supreme X from MSI, so it is a good video card. I do also have a very powerful, what is it, Intel i9-10900K processor.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I do notice in Unreal Engine 4 I would currently have 120 FPS on my 4K monitor, and in Unreal Engine 5 I'm noticing I have, well, you guys can see it's right here. Right now I have 70 FPS. Editor works smooth. I mean, the overall feeling is that this engine is way smoother, so it's a bit strange why it's saying that amount of FPS. Oh look, now we do have that landscape deforming a little bit. So now it does become a little bit laggy. It has to compile, but that's just because we're loading in the grass material for the first time, I suppose. Let's put this at 1. Let's see
this stream will be available just on our channel under videos.
Look up. So now that once it has compiled, it no longer needs to compile extra on top of this. So look, it really works pretty efficiently right now.
Alexander says a few people on Twitch were talking about the lighting updating in real time.
The lighting updating in real time. I believe that is our Lumen functionality, right? So let's read, because I'm new to this as well. So Lumen is a fully dynamic global illumination solution that lets you create dynamic, believable scenes where indirect lighting adapts on the fly to change to the direct lighting or geometry, for example, changing the sun's angle with the time of day, turning on the flashlight, or opening an exterior door. With Lumen, you no longer have author light map UVs. Does that say anything to you?
Let me read that. Where does it say that?
Here, with Lumen, you no longer have author light map UVs. Wait for light maps to bake. So you don't have to wait for light maps to bake. They are apparently already baked. If you use the Lumen technology, I'm not sure we are using that right now.
Yeah, because
so I would have to look into that.
You have your UV channels for your assets on which you make your textures.
Why don't you come into the stream?
Yeah.
Then everybody can see you. Rob is coming in right now, guys. Here's
Hey,
Rob.
everybody. Yeah, so what you would
we're
normally
saying-
have is that when you make your assets, whether it's high poly or low poly, you have a UV channel and that is mapped on top of your texture, so it knows
Yeah.
where to texture what. And then what you can do is make a separate channel which contains your light map. It's kind of the same as a UV, but specifically for your light maps. And then Unreal Engine knows, okay, I have this kind of space to map our light.
Yeah.
It bakes the lighting on a texture based on your light map UV.
Yeah.
But it says here that it doesn't use that anymore.
No.
You don't use your light maps anymore. It just works somehow.
Yeah, look, it literally says, so what you asked is correct. With Lumen, you no longer have to alter light map UVs, wait for light maps to bake, or place reflection captures. You can simply create and edit lights inside the Unreal editor and see the same final result as when the game is run on the console. So that's good because, I mean, when working with all this lighting stuff, it's important to be able to preview what you're actually doing instead of having to bake it every time. So, okay, that's
Because
good.
that was something annoying where your shadows would look either super dark or they just wouldn't be there at all. And what I noticed is if you look inside the containers,
inside the containers, they look better.
Yeah, they are lighted way
4.
better because in Unreal Engine 4, because we had to build lighting or something wasn't working correctly.
Look,
where
there's actual light in there.
the inside of the containers would be completely pitch black. And now
Okay,
it's
I want to
actually
show
light.
you guys the difference actually. So, are you guys all watching? Are your shaders still compiling? Nope, we're done compiling the shaders. You should stream your progress every day. I think a lot of people like the games ever. Okay, it's amazing how much work is put into games. True, there is so much work put into games. I could live stream every day. It would be so much easier instead of making these all these edited videos that take us literally hours upon hours to make. So
And sometimes
yeah.
it requires a lot of focus, so that wouldn't be really
Yeah,
good
I mean, a
while
lot of
live
times
streaming.
I'm thinking, 50% of me in Unreal Engine is me just putting my hair out, thinking of how I can come up with solutions. But okay, I just want to show, look inside these containers, guys. You see how there's still this black in there basically, but you can actually see inside of them, right? So they're nicely lit. Also these here, basically, you can properly see inside. So now I'm going to pull up Unreal Engine 4 and show you what we had there. So let's open up Unreal Engine 4. I'm just going to go open it up straight like this. Okay, so now opening the same project, but then in Unreal Engine 4, let's look at the FPS and let's look at these lights and see if there's any difference. Is this camera still rolling?
Yeah, it's still rolling.
Okay, great. Okay, so here we got my old editor. Oh my God, this looks like it comes out of what, 2016 or something.
Yeah.
No,
I mean, immediately it looks way more cluttered and I don't know.
Intimidating.
Yeah. Like, for example, the ribbon on top, like the pattern, it's so distracting from your work, actually, if you look at it now.
This is so not 2020, but 2021, I mean. Okay, so here's the project in Unreal Engine 4. Let's actually put on our FPS. So, okay.
Oh, someone says, as someone who unloads containers for work, that is exactly how dark containers are inside. So it was accurate in our game.
Okay, so it was accurate. So now we're going to be taking a look at the same exact containers, but in Unreal Engine 4. Look how dark these are. You can the blue one here, for instance. You cannot look inside this blue one. There's some weird stuff going on here. I believe that has to do with
that is
our
something
UV.
that has to do with the UV and the light
fix them,
maps.
but I cannot look inside of this container. And the same goes for this container over here. Look how dark this is. This is extremely dark because with the Lumen system, light automatically reflects, goes into the container like it would in real life. If you had a container in real life standing right here, and the sun would be right there, just like we have made it, and you would have this shadow, there would be more light in here for sure than we see right now. So, and then about the FPS, by the way, I noticed we had around 67 FPS on my 4K monitor in Unreal Engine 5. In Unreal Engine 4, we have 77. But then, okay, so 10 more FPS, but look at the shadow and look at the lighting. Lighting in UE5 is much nicer. So, yeah, and basically this whole panel here, this place actors panel, is now parked on top in Unreal 5. So let's switch back to Unreal 5. Guys, take another final look. Look how dark all of these containers look. And now we're going to be opening it up in Unreal Engine 5 again. So here we go, Unreal 5, open.
This all already looks, it gets you excited when you start.
It's very cool, very cool. Same message I always get. Okay, let's open up our map. Gameplay map. Oh my god, this editor looks beautiful.
It looks so sleek.
Why do we have to wait till 2022 before this is actually done? Oh no. Okay, it's quickly compiling 2700 shaders. Not sure why, because we just compiled these.
Normally it just starts it. It already knows that it is compiled.
I mean, UE4 it already has it, but maybe they haven't got those features because we are using a preview version. So it looks like we're gonna have to compile 2700 shaders now. What's everybody saying? Let's
They
look at what
contain
they're
the
saying.
void. Yeah.
I'm praying for you guys.
Thanks.
Someone who works, oh yeah, you already read that. I can read the UE4 editor faster, but I've also used the UE5 preview for like 20 minutes.
Yeah, and the lighting is kind of like RTX.
Yeah, true. Lighting is kind of like RTX.
That's something like they don't really tell you that. I mean, you can read it on their site probably with the Loom and stuff, but that's a difference that they just put in there, and you immediately see it without adding having to turn on the setting.
I think they should have added more features here that they tell, because they put in so much work for Unreal Engine 5, and this is all they tell us. How? What does it say? Fortnite? Okay, what did they say about Fortnite? We know how challenging next-gen games development can be, especially on new software. That's why we're committed to battle testing the engine in-house as we prepare to ship Fortnite on all its platforms on UE5.
Yeah, maybe that's something that we saw in the teaser trailer.
That's the teaser trailer. Guys, we found something. Look, let's go to YouTube and let's type in, hey, look, we are live. Let's type in Fortnite.
Fortnite. 106 viewers. That's great, guys.
Viewers.
If you haven't already, subscribe to our channel if you like it. Check out our other videos also.
Yeah, please do. Helps us out. We are just been on YouTube for like 3 months now. Fortnite, what was it? Season 6 trailer? No.
Final one.
What? Fortnite trailer.
Yeah, chapter 2, season 6. Yeah, that's it.
Is this it? Yeah, this is it. Okay, look, I believe that in this trailer, and Rob noticed it for the first time, they have basically shown Fortnite. So maybe we're discovering something epic right now, because here on their website it says we're committed to battle testing engine in-house as we prepare to ship Fortnite on all its platforms on UE4 down the line. So I think they're gonna make Fortnite realistic, because look, this is the Fortnite style, right? Stylized and fun. Over here on the end of the video, are we allowed to show content like this, or is that copyright?
Yeah, maybe turn off the sound.
Yeah, look. So here in the end, there's this beam is coming, and then if we pause it right here. Oh, pause it right here. Look. And I saw one of the comments on this video was also like, what are we looking at here? In Fortnite, they are showing some very hyper-realistic version of Fortnite.
And then if you go back to the Unreal site and compare what they're always showing with the rocks.
Here is just Fortnite, and this whole scene is about some change of reality, basically. So if we look at this beam, boom, there is a highly realistic landscape behind here. And yeah, like Rob said, look at this highly realistic landscape. Then look at what they make here. And then look at what they write over here.
I think what they're showing us is that they're going to implement a lot of the Quixel mixer or the Quixel, what's it called? Well, the Quixel library inside Fortnite.
Yeah, they're going to be integrating the nanite technology in Fortnite. 100%, it must be, because otherwise they wouldn't write this here. And what is this, what they're showing us here? I don't hope that the game is going to change, because it's a stylized game, so why would you change a stylized game to this hyper-realistic looking game? But what do you guys think? What are you saying? I think Fortnite realistic would be funny. It feels like it's a teaser of UE5. Yeah, it feels like it is a teaser of UE5. That looks like the world's switching mechanic. In the new tutorial, they showed that you could switch the chunks in the same map. True. And if you start up the Fortnite Primal season, there is this the Unreal Engine 5 conspiracy theory. If you open up Fortnite for the first time in Primal, you have this video, and then you have to play through this sort of tutorial basically. And in that tutorial, you will also see how they change, what are you calling it? Switch chunks in real time basically. You see how they do that, so you see how reality will shift in the game. I think they're just showcasing all of the features that they have, but that's definitely an Easter egg.
Very interesting. Yeah,
definitely an Easter
and
egg.
Impure Death asks, what did he say? What is the most promising feature that you're seeing in UE5? Well, for me, it's just the UI itself already.
For me as well. For me, it's just the look of the editor. Oh, I'm so happy about this. And the feel of the editor, it feels very, very snappy.
But then also, if I look at the lighting, that's also very exciting because automatically it looks amazing.
Lighting automatically looks better.
And since, well, we're making a stylized game which doesn't really require super highly detailed assets, but Nanite is really interesting for people that don't want to go through all the workflows you have to go through to make it optimized for your games.
Look, it's loaded again. So let's look at the containers again. Look, this container you can actually see inside, because I mean this only makes sense. It would like reflect daylight in real life, and that's exactly what it's doing here. So it is reflecting daylight right now, and yeah, very excited about this. The whole scene is better, right?
Yeah, it just looks more balanced.
Let's click play. Look, if we were to walk inside of our container, I can actually see inside of it right now. Look, I can actually properly see inside of the container. Okay, very excited about this. Why does it feel like there's some sort of shader on everything though?
Somehow it just feels just a tad bit more smoothened or something.
Look at these containers. Everything feels a little bit smoothened. That's true.
And the lighting is more equal.
But that's due to the lighting. I hope we can create the same effect that we had in Unreal Engine 4. Though I hope that all the Lumen stuff is an extra feature and not a standard feature. But it looks like.
But it is something that people that if they want to convert their project from UE4 to UE5, maybe they have to take into consideration their lighting. Because if they have a very specific look to their lighting, it might change a little if you just convert it straight out of the box.
True. Look, you can actually look into these containers where previously you and I talked about we are now going to be changing this because I have to put lights in all of the containers.
Yeah, now you don't have to do any point lights or anything.
If we use Unreal Engine 5, I would not have to use that. But looking at the planning of our game is going to be released in very short. I'm talking under 1.5 months. It should be up on Steam. So we are unfortunately not going to be able to use this lighting straight away. But when Unreal Engine 5 actually like releases, what's going on here, Rob?
Oh my God, what's that?
what is going on? That's the grass. Oh my God!
It looks pretty cool, but
I mean, it looks cool, but this.
But go closer to one. One of the
it's close to the alien area.
Oh yeah.
What about our particles, by the way? They still use Niagara in Unreal Engine 5, so we can still use all the Niagara stuff.
Yeah, I saw some showcase about it in another video.
What's going on here?
Huh? It's like the land.
The landscape
very
is
sparse also. It's not like a thick layer like we have on the ground. But
wait, what?
And there's so many random colors. Do we even have that there?
We have these colors. I mean, but it's orange.
But it's like orange, yellow, green, all the colors we have spread out. That's really weird.
Wait.
Can you select them in the editor or?
Let's see. Yeah, they are in the editor. Look.
Yeah. With the select tool.
I have to go to the foliage tool, and then I can select them using my lasso. Or just select, I guess.
Huh?
I cannot select them either, guys. What's going on here? Huh? How high does this go? How high is
it's raining grass.
It's literally. Huh?
Whoa! What the hell is
this? Okay, all the way up here.
It's literally raining grass.
What the hell?
And it's so mixed. What is this?
What is going on up here? Wait, what are people responding?
That's like it made a chunk. Amazing piece of artwork. Yeah, I mean it looks pretty cool. But...
Is the beta stable enough to look at it? I mean, I was gonna say Unreal Engine 5 beta looks stable enough to work on it. But what's going on here?
It's like one of the chunks of the landscape. Can you select it with the landscape tool, this? Or?
Okay, let's go over to the landscape tool, manage, and click on select. Nope.
Oh,
No, it's...
And if you select the one straight underneath
this
it?
is all material stuff. So, look, I should... Do I select it with this one? No.
Grass conspiracy.
Grass conspiracy.
Sky grass.
Is board saying that?
No, impure death is saying it.
Oh, okay.
Reorigin grass.
Wait, guys, what the hell is going on?
Can you
here?
turn off lumen? I'm not sure you can.
That's my question as well. Can you turn off lumen? I haven't seen any ability to do that.
And Jayanj, did he win in our competition, our 500 subscriber giveaway? Jayanj.
Defcon. Could be. Not
Will
sure.
there be any day and night cycle?
In our game? Yeah, we will have a day and night cycle, guys.
Yeah,
so that's
we just
gonna
have
be in
to work on that a little.
What is going on here? I have
It's
no
also
clue.
like curving around, actually.
Why is it
so
curved
weird?
and going down? Wait, then if this happens up in the map, then what's happening down in the map? Let's go. No, so here we just have our water. Yeah. Very, very strange. Well,
Maybe we have to build it or something, I'm not sure, but...
okay, I am gonna build it, but why is it up here? What's going on? Okay, guys, I'm just gonna be building the map. Let's see if that fixes our little issue here. So, let's hit save.
Oh, Kim Forsberg says error with landscape due to the new auto level splitting feature, maybe.
What does he say? Error with landscape due to the new auto leveling splitting feature. Might be, not sure what auto leveling splitting feature
I think
is.
they had that in their showcase video where they selected all the squares and then they
Okay.
selected a chunk of the map.
Let's put this to high quality build, and can we build the grass here? Here, build grass maps only. Let's see if this might fix it. I'm not
Yeah.
sure. Is something happening? I'm
And
not getting...
Apostolis says lumen is on post process.
Oh, post process. Okay. So can we just change that here? So our post process volume, lumen is on here. Okay, let's check if that we can find it.
Maybe can you search in details for lumen?
Yeah, I'm just here. Lumen reflections. We have lumen reflections.
So it's set to
here.
quality 1. So if you would set that to 0, then
So perhaps we could turn it off simply by doing this.
it's going to 0.25.
Oh, I cannot put it to 0.
Or method. Select the method, one above it.
Method.
It's
Oh,
set to
lumen.
lumen right now.
Ah, look, and
So if we
the
go to our
normal one will be
containers-
screen space. So yeah, let's go back to the containers. Okay, look, we can still look inside of the containers right now because it's lumen lit. Let's change the quality back to 1 because that's what it used to be. Yeah.
Yeah, Brian Aldrich says, can you have it recreate the foliage layer? I think that's what we're doing right now, right?
No, I'm not building right now, but let me just build the map. Okay, here we go. Build all.
And also someone says try grass flush cache.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not too worried about this.
I think it's just a bug where we have to build something.
I'm not too worried about this bug. Maybe a simple editor restart could fix it as well. But I mean, Unreal Engine 5, they do disclaim this is early access. Don't use for production level. We do make games for production level, so I'm not comfortable using this for my Steam exported games. However, everything looks great so far, so really excited. Exporting lighting data, 33%. Let's see if everything is still rolling. Recording and rolling. Okay, great. 65, guys.
See if your player can walk on the grass in the air. That's also interesting.
Okay,
But let's just first see if it goes away.
I'm pretty sure it can't because the grass doesn't have any any collision. So I'm pretty sure that we cannot walk on the grass. But I can try it out. Let's build this lighting.
I want to see how
See
they
if
did the
there's a
movement in their demo. Are you talking about our movement in our game right now?
Or are you talking about the demo that our engine showed? Because the demo that our engine showed, I could download it. It's 100 gigabytes, so it would take me a while to download it. But if you guys want to, if you guys have any specific Unreal Engine 5 videos that you want me to explore, or any IDs that you want me to explore in Unreal Engine 5 or features, then just tell us right now or leave it in the comments, because then we can basically yeah, if you guys tell us that, then I can make videos about Unreal Engine 5, exploring certain features, or figuring out for you guys how to fix certain issues. That's what I'm very good at.
He's talking about
whatever you guys want, I can fix it.
It's still there.
Okay, let's check if we can spawn a player.
He's talking about the movement in the UE5 demo.
Oh yeah.
Because it has faulting and everything.
Look,
oh no, it's gone. Oh no.
And there it is again. Okay. No.
But I think all that interesting movement we're gonna be implementing in our own game. So people
all the movement is gonna be implemented in our game as well. True. Look up. This is what it is. This whole chunk of land.
Oh yeah.
Is removed. And it's up there. So if I were to repaint this chunk of land, I'm pretty sure it would fix this crazy bug.
Yeah.
Look, it's just this one tile of landscape.
And also right there
is messed up.
And it mixes all these colors together.
The tile goes all the way here, and that's why, yeah, that's indeed why we see this mixed colors up here. So yeah, for some reason, there's this entire chunk. You can see it like a clean barber cut. You can see the entire chunk of grass missing here. So that's what it is.
The person who made the advanced locomotion system got hired by Epic, and I assume they built some nice features into the locomotion.
Is that true?
That's pretty epic.
Where did you see that, Brian Aldridge? I mean, I love the advanced locomotion system. It's really great.
Oh, this is also... Keith Roy says, the map's not that big, so the grass in the air can be a lobby. So add a plane there. Well, we have a bit of a system for that already.
Well, so. Yeah, we do have a bit of a system for that. And when we talk about a lobby, this game is going to be drop-in, drop-out multiplayer. So basically, yeah, we do have this island. There might be a lobby, true. But the entire game is not built on matchmaking because you can basically drop in, drop out whenever you feel like it. And yeah, to explain how the game works, we have these bunkers spread out over the map. And these bunkers you can use as a spawning point. So once you spawn into one of the bunkers, you have 15 seconds to be invisible and to place yourself in the world. And we are going to be having some sort of a gliding suit. So the entire map players can just jump from this mountain, glide to the cargo area, for instance. And then 15 seconds will be enough to position yourself in the world. As long as when the 15 seconds have passed, then basically you will become visible to other players, and other players will become visible to you at that point. And that's when your free-for-all adventure will start on Coin Battle Island. Map 1 of our game. We are obviously going to be expanding this incredibly much. And yeah, also check out our other projects. So check out Kekdot Plaza. Because Kekdot Plaza is basically going to be the game that has so many mini games inside of it. So we got this video up here making the plaza for our social multiplayer game, and inside of this plaza you will have all types of games. You will have racing games, you will have shopping systems, you will have golfing, you will have some sort of a mini shooter game, you will have our tank fighting game. So we created a tanks game we basically created a tanks game in 1 week, where you can become a tank and shoot at each other. And all that games is going to be combined in this Kekdot Plaza of ours, which is going to be up on Steam. It's going to be running on dedicated servers, so up to 30 players per plaza. And then it's going to be divided into more plazas, basically. So this is going to be a very interesting, ever expanding project. And we want to be very creative with this project. So if you look at games nowadays, they are all about graphics, not so much about gameplay. When you look at, what do you call this?
A crane?
Yeah, when you look at a crane like this, for instance, I want this to be a multiplayer replicated physics crane, that one of you players would be able to interact with the crane while other players would be inside of this little box here, for instance. So all types of fun, creative gameplay mechanics is what we want to integrate in here. There will also be mini quests where you will have to pick up food and bring food to the local businesses. And that's how the economy will work for Kekdot Plaza. And like I said, everything's going to be up on Steam. Kekdot Plaza is going to be completely free to play. So yeah, if you guys are looking forward to a game like that, there's also going to be rental bikes. So here we have our rental bike house, basically. But not only rental bikes, you can go to the car dealership, buy yourself a little car to drive around in the plaza. And overall, it's just going to be a social hub. So if you're ever just chilling, watching YouTube videos, but want this side game as a social hub, this Club Penguin type game, then that's what we are aiming for with Kekdot Plaza. And we're going to be working on this a lot more now that we're going to be finishing up Coin Battle. So yeah, be on the lookout for this. Be on the lookout for all the tutorials that we will be making up on our Ultimate Uncomplicated guide. So just go over to kekdot.com. We also have this little agenda here where you can see what our upcoming videos are. So yeah, and we are going to be releasing a load of marketplace assets as well. So a bunch of stuff, guys. Maybe that's what you're interested in. What do you see here? He got hired like a year ago. So like mirror around infinite world. Okay.
And Brian says that he knows him because he did most of the tutorials around ALS.
Okay.
And he's a mod in his Discord server.
Ah, cool. Yeah, he made an incredible system, and I love his work. I have used the locomotion system a couple of times. Yeah, but me and Rob just really work with our own simplified animations. So if you look at this animation set, for instance, there's going to be a new video about this next week where we completely update this character, but all this a-directional movement is enough for our games. So we will just have animations like this in our game. And yeah, the whole locomotion system is very, very cool. And it is a bit complex, so I don't know if it's usable for all beginners out there, but it's really dope. Okay, I believe it's also one of the most downloaded assets on the Unreal Engine marketplace.
Yeah, it's crazy. You see it in a lot of the videos, you know, where people make their dream game.
I see so many videos where people say making my dream game, and then they simply use his locomotion kit and then put some assets together, and they say it's here, I made my dream game. But they all just use the advanced locomotion kit. That's true. Okay, Enzo says, great stuff, guys. Currently watching it from work. Can't wait to get home and install.
And by the way, guys, if you want to join our Discord, you can also join it. It's pretty active. Yep. We have a lot of new members already.
Yeah, so here we have the Kekdot Discord server, guys. You can just join. You will get a welcome message here. Did we look? It looks like we already had people joining right now during the live stream. So that's great. Yeah, we got 38 online members and we have 67 offline members. But like I said, we just started YouTube about 3 months ago. So haven't been here for that long, but we have a lot of stuff coming for you guys. And like I said, if you guys have any requests for custom tutorials on Unreal Engine 5 or videos that you want me to make, then let me know and we can check it all out. What were we doing? We were looking at the lumen and then
try turning it off and see what happens.
Turn it off. So let's put it back to screen space.
Yeah, I think maybe now it has baked the lighting. So
yeah. I think we are now stuck with the lumen. You think I have to rebuild the lighting now? Let's just do it. Boom. But these are just the reflections, by the way. Not sure if lumen is more than that. Is it? Let's type in lumen.
Yeah, it just shows you what we already saw.
Yeah, so it really is only that stuff that we saw. Yeah, let's see if now that we put turned lumen off back to what it was. Did we change it now?
Under reflections, you turned it off, right? Screen, what? Oh, go up. It's all
global illumination method lumen. It's
but then we only turn off the reflections.
Yeah, not the global illumination.
Oh god. Oh, it's almost done.
Oh, it's done. Yeah, it's done. Lighting build complete. Okay, great. Already know that. Method, lumen, screen space beta, standard, standalone screen space global illumination, low cost but limited by screen space information. Or we could do, or we could ray traced, deprecated. Are they're completely switching up the ray tracing that they just
ray tracing is just going over to Lumen, their own system.
Literally.
But I mean, ray tracing is something.
How cool the grass looks here, by the way. Wow. The graphics are amazing. Screen space.
Okay, a lot changed already.
Yeah, a lot changed. So here we have screen space, Lumen.
Oh, it's turning kind of gray now or something. Oh, look, if you turn on.
This is screen space.
Oh, you turn on ray tracing, I guess.
Yeah, this is ray tracing. This is screen space beta, and this is lumen. Whoa, lumen has this weird effect here. Huh?
Was that already before we turned it off and on?
No, because we also had this other lumen setting. So let's
Yeah, that's what's underneath it. It's the reflections.
this one.
Yeah, but if you take away your search, whatever you search, then go back to where we were.
Let's turn all this
Yeah,
off.
global illumination. That's set to lumen now, and that's set to screen space.
Lumen.
Oh yeah, that also changed something.
Yeah, so let's put this on none.
Yeah, lumen is real time.
This on none. Look, now it's none of that, and look, you already see how these
it's kind of
containers.
a weird shadow.
These containers already get darker, huh?
Yeah.
You see that?
Yeah.
Yeah, they already get darker, so there's a lot less of that.
If you turn on the
reflection in
FPS counter now, can we see a difference in that?
Okay, let's check. Show FPS. So currently we have 76 FPS. Let's turn my movement speed down a bit. So currently I have 77 FPS basically. Okay, let's go ahead and select our post process. Lumen, boom. Why does it make everything orange almost?
Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of a weird glow.
It's a weird glow, huh? And then this one, lumen. Now the glow gets a bit better. Let's turn it off. And let's turn this one off. I think we now have to build it. So I put it back to lumen. Let's build it again. It's all back on normal settings now.
Yeah.
Building. Is that one still rolling?
Yeah, it is. The computer is taking off, man.
My computer is going flying to the moon.
Elon Musk's got some competition.
Yeah, from Kekdot computer rocket.
Kekdot space and science.
How many gigas to download UE5? It was only 11 gigabytes. Nope. It was only 11 gigabytes to download Unreal Engine 5. It was 100 gigabytes to download the demo project. So if you want to use that demo project that they showed off in the Unreal Engine 5 preview basically, then you have to get, that's a 100 gigabyte download. UE5 editor is 11 gigabytes. The demo project.
Not downloading anything, right? Because it says we have a bit of a slow
100 gigabytes. No, it's been saying that the whole time already. But the stream is fine, right, guys? How's the stream? Stream is fine, right? Will?
Yeah, check it.
Okay, it's okay, it says.
Okay.
They say. Let's put the quality at 1080. Yeah, I think it's fine. Okay, I just built all the lighting. Yeah, look, it looks good. You can actually look into the containers. Yeah, all by all, guys, my conclusion is the look of Unreal Engine 5 has changed a lot. So the editor look has changed a lot, but overall it is still the same engine. I would be happy to work with the looks of this, happy to be looking at all that lumen stuff and the possibilities that we have there. I was hoping for some more unique, innovative blueprint functionality. They did say they updated blueprints, haven't seen what they mean by that, so not sure what they mean by we have updated that. But yeah, you know, that's look at this though. Look at this scene. Wow. So yeah, not sure. Huh?
It looks great. There's not that much difference.
No, looks like there's not much of a multiplayer difference at all. I had hoped that they would maybe introduce a peer-to-peer model or eased up the dedicated server building to
create a lot more example projects.
Yeah, or like ease up the dedicated server building so that you no longer have to install the source version, but can build a dedicated server straight away from your normal binary version of Unreal Engine 5. But it looks like that's all still the same. So I do think I still have to download the source version of Unreal Engine 5 as well to build dedicated servers, for instance. But yeah, all by all,
really starting to lag now.
All by all, it looks really cool. Oh yeah, I did put it here to 1080p. Let's put it at this. Where's the baking options? So the baking options are over here. I believe I found them. So at platforms, you can now go to Windows and you can cook all the content. So that's over here, all the content cooking. And the baking or building is over here. So here you have the building options to build everything, like your lighting and stuff. Yep, it's all pretty much the same. If you are an Unreal Engine 4 user that has slight experience or that has like intermediate level Unreal Engine 4, I would say you're not going to notice any difference except from visual differences. And if you are completely new to Unreal Engine or want to check out Unreal Engine compared to Unity and the other engines out there, then I would say that Unreal Engine 5 is visually way less intimidating and way more welcoming to completely beginners and new users. So yeah. Okay, guys, that's it for the stream, I think, right?
Yeah,
I think there's not much more to add. Unless one of you right now says that you want to see me do something. UE5 looks cool. Any update on GPU light mass? Not that I know of right now, but I can look into that. If you join our Discord server, you can ask there as well. And perhaps somebody knows the answer there. So it's just the Kekdot Discord server link in the description of this live stream, guys. And yeah, I think we're gonna finish up the live stream here. And have some dinner.
I'm getting quite hungry. It was a great live stream. A lot of people joined actually. We already have 1,700 views.
Holy moly.
Right? Yeah, that's a lot.
1,700 views. So thank you everybody that joined, and we hope you enjoyed the live stream. We enjoyed doing this. I'm going to be making more Unreal Engine 5 videos, but be sure to be looking out for the Ultimate Uncomplicated Unreal Engine Guide video series that I'm doing, because that's where the magic is, and I'm going to be explaining to everybody out there for free how to use Unreal Engine in a proper way, what the proper workflow for Unreal Engine is, and how you as an indie developer can make any type of game. So whether that's a third-person multiplayer shooter, like this beautiful coin battle game that is fully custom made, or whether you want to make a game that is a platformer, a puzzle, storytelling game, horror game, whatever, they all require a certain workflow of what to program where, what to program in your player controller, what to program in your character, what to program in the game mode. So, oh, the camera is quitting. Yeah, so basically that's what I'm going to be explaining in this Ultimate Uncomplicated Unreal Engine Guide. You can find it on our YouTube channel, it's the series, or you can find it over on kekdot.com by going here to the Ultimate Uncomplicated Guide. And we will also have copy-paste gameplay examples. So I have, for instance, made videos in the past on our YouTube channel, which you can check out, like this one, for instance, videos. For instance, videos about how to reliably replicate the top-down template. And that's stuff that is poorly covered out there on the internet. And I have made videos about that, for instance. But if you want to have more of these copy-paste gameplay examples, then just shoot them my way, either in the Discord server or in the comments, and I will be making them and uploading them here under the tutorials. There will be courses that we are going to be doing. So a multiplayer shooter course, a third-person platformer course, which is part of the guide. We will have a course for a racing game, puzzle game, and much more, so that you can just get started in a smooth way and basically learn everything that I wish I knew 5 years ago when I started. So yeah, okay, I guess that's all we have to say, and that's it, guys.
We gained 20 subscribers, right?
So we gained 20 subscribers. Holy moly.
It's a great live stream.
That's a great live stream.
We should do this more often, yeah.
Yeah, if you guys want us to live stream more, then let's do it. And Brian Aldrich, thank you for being here. Great to have you. Great to meet you. Board, goodbye. Sil167, goodbye. Change Devgan.
And also to everyone that's new to the live stream. And
goodbye to everybody that's here, and see you guys in the next video.
Bye-bye.
Bye, guys. Have a nice dinner if it's dinner time for you. Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.